Okay, hi, hello. I did say, by the way, when Next Up said to me, Esther, will you come down and do the night? I said, the only way I'm coming down to do the night is if there's two fucking creepy potato heads staring at me the entire time. They said, Esther, we can do that. I said, yes, I'm there, and here I am. Here I am. It's lovely to be here with you guys. It's very... Yeah, she just smiled. She's like, oh my God, she's right. They're there. Yes, darling. She's not shit-faced at all, is she? No. This is the problem with the British public. You lock us up, but the moment you let us out, we're all just like, yes, let's go watch some comedy. Yes, no, this is lovely. You two were with a man before, but this is what happens at an all-female comedy night. You bring one man and all of a sudden, it just turns into two women. Your time is numbered, son. Your time is numbered any second now. You're going to be turning in. That's why she's brought him down. She's like, no, I'm happy with him for 20 years. I'm happy with him. Make him a woman. Make him a woman. Make him a woman. Yes, darling, yes. Hello, son. You're right, my darling. Yes, oh, it's lovely to be here. Honestly, this is like therapy for me. Honestly, I've just come down just to let off a bit of steam. It's just nice. It's just nice. Now, listen, this has been going well for us at the moment, us stand-up comedians, because we've had like over a month of being able to work, and it's been absolutely brilliant, because the last time we tried this was during that period. Do you remember Eat Out to Help Out? Do you remember that? Do you remember Eat Out to Help Out? Eat Out to Help Out was just after we were in the second lockdown, and then we turned into the tier system, didn't we? And we were in tier 1, and then it turned to tier 2, and then it was tier 3, and each tier had different rules, and then they scrapped that, and then it was like some kind of traffic light system. And then Boris Johnson was like, see your nan, don't see your nan. No, you can see your nan, but only in a park on a Thursday, and just look at her knees. Is it just me? Is it just me, or does anyone else feel like they're in a really, really emotionally abusive relationship with the Tory government? Is it just me? Is it just me? No, I feel like I'm in this really gaslighty, emotionally weird relationship. I feel like I've come home and on my bed it's just laid out some really sexy lingerie with a little note from the Tories going, dress sexy. I'll pick you up at 7. And I'm there and I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to get dressed up. And I'm stood there all sexy on the doorstep at 7 waiting for them like, yes, hello, I'm ready for you. And all of a sudden at 7 o'clock, Matt Hancock, Chris Whitty, Dominic Cummings, Boris Johnson, they all just drive past and shout, take it off, you look like a whore. And I'm just there going, I don't know. What do I do? Like I say, it's been hard. But it was during that period, Eat Out to Help Out, where some of the clubs reopened. They reopened, right? But we gigged. I can't speak. I'm like, we gigged, right? This is how long it's been. We gigged at this massive club, me and 3 other comics, but the promoter, he was terrified. He was terrified of breaking the rules. He's uncertain. Trust me, I'm doing you a favour, because he is going to leave here tonight and turn around to you and go, oh my God, you're an angel of a woman. Thank you. Thank you so much for not being a terrifying bitch like her. You're welcome. You're welcome. But we gigged at this massive, massive club, and the promoter was just there, and he was so anxious. And when we got there, he just went there and he went, I'm only going to have 6 audience in. And I'm like, all right. We're going to have a nice night, aren't we? It's going to be fun, isn't it? And he went, and I want them all spread out, all 6 of them. I want them spread out. I don't want them touching each other, even if they're in the same fucking bubble. I don't care, just spread them out. And I'm like, all right, it's up to you, mate. It's your club. He went, and I want them in masks the entire time. I want them in masks. Even when they're sat down, I want them in masks. So I get up on stage in this huge club and just look around this massive room, and it's just 6 geezers all spread out, all sat there, all wearing masks, holding a pint of beer each. And I just thought, fuck me, this looks like a pedo's wake. So it has meant that I had to do a lot of work online as a comedian. And a lot of the gigs I was doing was for large corporations. Now, one particular corporation said to me, please do not talk about me on stage. I love your laugh, mate. I love it. It's like someone kickstarting a moped, isn't it? It's brilliant. So this one company, they were like, don't talk about us on stage. I was like, okay, I won't. So we're just going to call them Schmamazon. Right? So So I did this gig for Schmamazon, right? And the head guy sent out this email. When I say head guy, I don't mean the lizard man. Not the one that's made fuckloads of money while everyone else has perished, not that one, but one a little bit lower down. And he sent out this email to 300 Schmamazon employees, and he could not have made an online comedy gig sound more fucking depressing if he tried. Because he sent out this email to 300 people, and I kid you not, this email was like, at 3:30, can you all log on? Because we've got some kind of woman who's going to try and tell us some jokes during this very difficult time where thousands of people are dying every single day, and I don't really know what the future holds for this particular department in Schmamazon, but she'll do her best, so if you could all just log on. Kind regards, non-lizard man at Schmamazon. And as a result, surprisingly, 300 people all logged on, went on mute, and then just got on with shit around their house. So I'm just sat in front of my laptop just watching all these little screens, and it's just people doing the ironing, putting the dinner on, doing a bit of Sudoku. One woman was giving herself a Brazilian wax. And I'm sitting there watching. It's nice to see you again, my darling. Clean as a whistle, that one. Clean as a whistle. Well, anyway, I'm just sat there and I've got to do my time because otherwise I don't get paid. So eventually this guy notices me, right? He notices me, so he unmutes himself and we have a little chat, you know, just chatting away, trying to while away the time. I kid you not, 15 minutes into the conversation, his missus kicks open the study door, takes one look at the laptop and goes, "Oh! And who's the slut?" Like I've just set up the world's shittest OnlyFans page. I'm just there going, "I won't show you any tit, but I'll tell you a joke for £1." Bleak is what that is. Bleak. Now, I've been in a situation, and guys, I don't want to bring the tone down. I don't want to get serious when it's a comedy night. I don't want to. But I just feel like I've learned something really important over this whole pandemic. I've learned something so important. I really have, because I've been on lockdown with my husband and my 2 children, like you too, yes. And I've learned something. I learned something after all the walks. It's been a lot of walks, hasn't it? A lot of walks. Isn't it weird when you turn round to the person you're living with and you're like, "Oh, it's our anniversary. Shall we celebrate with a walk?" Nice, isn't it? We'll enjoy that. It's a good way to let our hair down. It's going to be fun. But I realised something so important. I realised after all the walks and the chats and the communication, I realised that me and my husband and our 2 children, I realised that we're all just better off as friends. I don't want to be involved anymore, if I'm totally honest with you. I know I gave birth to them, but I've realised that they are truly awful human beings. So that's why. Because I've noticed something, like all my mates who are like in a relationship, maybe 6 months, maybe a year, right? I've spent a lot of time on social media, and all my mates are posting shit on social media. And the way women post on social media in new relationships is very different to us null bitches, right? It's very different. All my mates who are like in new relationships, they're all posting shit like, "Oh my God, I love the fact that my boyfriend now works from home. Oh my God, we've just discovered veganism together. Oh my God, here's a picture of us for Instagram just fucking on sourdough. Oh my God, I absolutely love him. Hashtag love, hashtag lockdown, hashtag Boris, hashtag rock, hashtag soulmate, hashtag forever, hashtag best friend, hashtag I tell everyone I'm a feminist, but I still use a man to validate my existence on social media." Hashtag. I've been married 15 years, and every single time my husband walks through the front door, I'm like, "Do you have to?" Found your way back then, I see. Found the keys, did you? My mate, she got engaged in March. In March, she got engaged after 3 solid months of being locked in a house with him. 3 solid months. I'm like, oh my God, that's love, isn't it? That's love. That is real love. Yes, he's agreeing. It's fucking love, isn't it? She has discovered true love because that is two people who have spent days, weeks just staring at each other going, oh my God, I can't get enough of staring at your face every single day, going to bed and waking up and doing exactly the same for the next 24 hours. I can't get enough of that. I love that. Yeah, I can't get enough of that. I love that. I love that. I love that. Yeah. I can't get enough. I can't get enough. I can't get enough of wiping the surface every time you make toast. Yes. Yes. Oh, yes. I want a lifetime of that. I want that forever. Yes. I can't get enough. I can't get enough. I can't get enough of dabbing the urine from around the toilet seat. I can't get enough of that. I can't get enough of dabbing the urine because some reason you haven't evolved properly. Oh, I love that. I love that. I can't get enough of that. I can't get enough of you walking into a room where no fucker said anything, but you still stand there in the doorway just staring at the TV going, what was that? Sorry? Oh, I can't get enough of that. Oh, I want a lifetime of that. Oh, that is me forever. That is everything I've ever wanted. I'm like, that is love. That is true love. That is pure love. 3 weeks into lockdown, I caught my husband wanking in the shed. You know what I'm talking about, son. You know you're a shed wanker. Yes, she's seen you. Every single woman here tonight, you go back to any man you live with and I want you to reclaim that. Every single one of you. You walk home and he'll be like, you're all right, darling, and you'll just be there going, shed wanker! Honestly, the kids come up to me, they're like, where's Dad? I'm like, she's tugging one out next to a fly, apparently. No, that is a joke. That is a joke. It is a joke. And I will remove that joke when he learns to piss in a fucking bowl. But until that day, it is staying in. But it is a joke. It is a joke, because genuinely, after a gig, a woman got in touch with me. She wrote to me on Facebook, and she was like, oh my God, it's like your life is like my life. It's like we live the same life. Genuinely, she goes, because 2 weeks ago, I caught my husband wanking in the kitchen. What do I say to that? What do I say to that? What do I say? I could hardly respond and be like, mine's a joke, he's a freak, whatever. So I didn't know what to reply, so I just wrote back going, oh. That's really unhygienic. Oh, but give it up to them, give it up to them. They worked out their differences and they're here tonight, so well done, well done. Well done. Kitchen wanker! Oh, do you know what? I'm not one to give any advice on dating. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Right? I've been married for like 1 billion years. I mean, I haven't done the whole dating apps thing, so I don't really know anything about it. I'm crap with that shit, because I'm quite a traditional girl. I met my husband the traditional way. Very traditional, you know, the proper way. Shit-face getting fingered in the corner of a nightclub, do you know what I mean? Like that. The proper way. But the thing is like my family are like from the Middle East, right? So I've got a lot of Muslim mates and a lot of English mates. And a lot of my English mates use Tinder, right? And a lot of my Muslim mates use Minder, which is the Muslim version of Tinder. Great, you know, that's brilliant. I don't know about you guys though, but I don't think they should create a Muslim version of Hinge. Because no Muslim girl wants to bring a guy back to her family and be like, oh, I met him on minge.com. Was very happy. But I never knew what I was doing with that kind of stuff. Never, ever, ever. I was always crap with it. I was always terrified of the opposite sex, absolutely terrified of them. I remember when I went to school, secondary school, right, and I'd never seen a penis before. And this is the case, right? It doesn't matter whether you're 15, 25, 35, 45, 105. This is the case across the generations. All secondary schools are a museum of cock graffiti. Do you remember that at secondary school? Do you remember that? You go into science and it's just etched into the desk. There's like, it's down the walls and you just walk in, you're 11 years old. I'd never seen a penis before, never. I once, when I was tiny, saw my dad getting naked out the shower and I freaked out. I was like, why is he shitting from the front? So I didn't know anything about penises, anything, and all of a sudden I'm in this museum of cock graffiti. You've got the spunking cock, the flaccid cock, the cock with face and hands, which blew my mind. And I remember being in science and seeing the boy that I had the biggest crush on, Andy Hollingsworth, right? And I remember watching him and I was like, oh my God, hashtag blessed. One day I will mop your urine from around a bowl. And I remember watching him and he's just there, etching the cock into the table, and in walks my teacher, right? And she was the most terrifying feminist woman I'd ever met in my life. And I was like, one day I'll grow up to be just like you. One day I'll just be as an aggressive feminist as you, right? You're amazing. I loved her. But she walked in and she sees Andy Hollingsworth there scratching the cock into the desk and she loses her shit, right? She walks in and she goes, what's wrong with you boys? What's wrong with you boys? Why are you drawing this shit everywhere? It's everywhere. It's all over the tables. It's on the walls. It's on your homework books. It's everywhere. My God. You don't draw vaginas though, do you? No. Why? Are they too dirty? Are they too weird? Are they too gross? And he genuinely turned around and said to my teacher, no, miss, they're too tricky to draw. Now, I will leave you with this. I'm going to leave you with this. I know, and that's when I knew I wanted to be his minge muse, but I will leave you with this, right? If I've been cut off, someone's just pulled me off. Get her off. No, I'm going to leave you with the Tories. This is, I will leave you with this. I will leave. Every time we think things can't get any weirder, it does. It gets weirder. And I realised halfway through 2020 just how fucking weird life was going to be when I logged onto the BBC website and I saw that Matt Hancock had released a list on how to have COVID-safe sex. Right? You can find this on the BBC website. She's seen it. She knows what I'm talking about, yeah? She's seen it, yeah? Matt Hancock released a list on how to have COVID-safe sex. Now, according to Matt Hancock, okay, all right, according to Matt Hancock, the 2 things you need to do to have COVID-safe sex, 1, always wear a mask. Normal, isn't it? She's into it. She's like, brilliant. I've got loads of them. I've got loads of them in my bedside table. Loads. Silk, wipe, clean, you name them. I've got them, yes. Right? Always wear a mask. Always wear a mask. And number 2, right? Don't make any eye contact. What kind of fucking psychos make eye contact during sex? Intensely has Matt Hancock been fucking his missus and all his affairs? What the hell have these poor women been put through all these years? Can you imagine those poor bitches who've just had that man on top of them all this time? Can you imagine just them, just there, just going, you're having a good time, you're having a good time, I'm in you. My God. There is a reason why most long-term couples do it doggy style. We're sick of fucking looking at each other. Guys, you've been a delight. I've been Esther Manito. Have a cracking week.